This is the third in hopefully what's the last in a series of examining the problem with this oversize SketchUp model. So the render, once we purge the object of all the imported models from 3D Warehouse. Another thing you can do with it's still 90 megabytes, so we need to figure out what that issue is, because Crossy and I have modeled entire churches with luxury condominium units at less than 90 megabytes, so we ought to be able to manage within that budget. SketchUp allows you to run a report, not terribly meaningful at the outset, but it will count the components in your model. It's a way of telling how many instances of a particular element are in the model. So sometimes you can spot some egregious, maybe unnecessary use of SketchUp components. So I'm just scrolling down. These are V-Ray lights, bedroom carpet. There's a piece of carpet tile here that's used 63 times. We might want to check out what that is. Other than that, I don't see anything terribly suspicious. Let's go back to our diagnostic isometric view. Maybe we can find that tile. So right now, this file still 90 megabytes, and there's nearly nothing in it. So I'm going to try something unusual. That is, turn all layers on and copy everything in the model to your new model. So all the layers are on now. I'll take a second to do that. Select all. Okay, this is locked, so we may need to unlock it. Let's select all. Copy. Start a new instance of SketchUp. I don't see any obvious reason this should be 90 megabytes. It could have something to do with the process by which this thing was created. Let's close the V-Ray buffer, delete this as and edit, paste in place. So this should be the contents of that model. All right. Let's save as. I'm going to call it the balance of Dick's model. Handouts. Saturday workshop files. Balance of Dick's 12/8. Well, might as well use today's date. 12/11/2018. Naturally, none of the scenes come over with it, but this will give us an idea of how much we can economize on file size. So let's go save as again. It's a pretty remarkable difference. So we went essentially from 90 megabytes to less than 3 megabytes. So I suspect potentially there's some corruption with the model. What one might do is take this model. Let's cancel this operation and start bringing back elements that were in the old model. The layers are preserved, so I can still turn off the layer walls. So most of the model is intact, but we went from 140 megabytes to about 2 megabytes, and I suspect we'll be able to do a better job here. Over and out.